What's a dirty secret about your workplace that people shouldn't be knowing? I worked at Morrison Associates accounting firm for 3 years, handling books for small businesses around the city. Most of our clients were boring: car dealerships, dental offices, a couple of construction companies. But there was one account that always seemed off, and it took me way too long to figure out why. The client was called Bella Vista Italian Restaurant, owned by Vincent Morrison, the senior partner's nephew. On paper, this place was doing incredible business. Revenue consistently hit $40,000 a month, employee payroll for 12 staff members, regular expenses for food suppliers, liquor distributors, the whole 9 yards. The books were immaculate. The weird thing was that nobody I knew had ever heard of Bella Vista. I asked around, friends, coworkers, even posted on local Facebook groups asking for restaurant recommendations. Nothing. I drove around for weeks looking for this supposedly thriving Italian place and never found it. My colleague Sarah Chen was handling the tax filings for Bella Vista, and she started noticing the same red flags. The receipts were too perfect, the supplier invoices all had sequential numbers, and the employee social security numbers belonged to people who were collecting unemployment benefits. We started comparing notes during lunch breaks. The breakthrough came when Sarah's boyfriend Mike, who worked for the city planning department, mentioned that there was no business license on file for any restaurant called Bella Vista, no health department inspections, no liquor license applications, no building permits for restaurant construction. The address listed on all their paperwork was a vacant lot behind a strip mall. Vincent Morrison was running a completely fake restaurant to launder money for his uncle's firm. They were taking cash payments from clients who wanted to avoid taxes, contractors who got paid under the table, small business owners who were skimming from their registers, that kind of thing. The dirty money would get funneled through Bella Vista's fake revenue, mixed with legitimate earnings from other Morrison Associates clients, then come out clean as restaurant income. The genius part was that restaurants have notoriously thin margins and high failure rates, so nobody questioned why Bella Vista never seemed to expand or advertise, despite their supposed success. They could show consistent revenue without anyone expecting to see actual growth or public visibility. Sarah and I spent months gathering evidence. We photocopied supplier invoices and cross-referenced them with real businesses. Half the companies didn't exist, and the other half had never heard of Bella Vista. We tracked employee payments to people who were either dead, living in other states, or had never worked in food service. The money laundering operation was moving about $2 million a year through the fake restaurant. Vincent Morrison was taking a 15% cut, and his uncle was using the laundered money to buy real estate and luxury cars while claiming minimal taxable income. We took everything to the IRS fraud hotline and the state attorney general's office. The investigation took 8 months, during which time Sarah and I had to act like everything was normal while wearing recording devices to client meetings and copying files after hours. The raid happened on a Tuesday morning in March. Federal agents showed up with warrants for both Morrison offices and Vincent's apartment. They seized computers, file cabinets, and about $60,000 in cash that was supposed to be Bella Vista's weekly deposit. Vincent Morrison got 4 years in federal prison for money laundering and tax fraud. His uncle got 6 years and had to forfeit 3 properties and 2 luxury cars. The firm dissolved, and Sarah and I both got new jobs within a month. Turns out having experience bringing down white-collar criminals makes you pretty attractive to legitimate accounting firms. The kicker is that Vincent actually tried to open a real Italian restaurant while he was out on bail awaiting sentencing. He called it Bella Vista and used the same fake books as his business plan when applying for loans. The restaurant failed within 3 months because he had no idea how to actually run a food service operation. Sarah and I still meet for lunch sometimes at this little Italian place downtown. We always joke about how their books probably look compared to the immaculate fiction we used to file for a restaurant that served imaginary pasta to customers who never existed.